Hello, welcome to today's tutorial. My name is Bright from CEO Designs, and I'll be teaching you how to make this simple design up here. It's strictly for men. I don't mean the designer must be a man. The program is strictly for men. It's obvious. It's called the Men's Night Out. So that's by the way. We are just trying to create this simple design. Okay, in this tutorial, you learn how to make the dual tone light effect. If you have learned before, at least you see how to apply it on a design. You also learn how to play with the texture file, also a basic selection, and some basic text effect. It's a straightforward tutorial, but trust me, you enjoy it. Let's go there. Okay. So in this tutorial, I'll be making use of Adobe Photoshop CC 2020. Any Adobe Photoshop can do this. Just follow the tutorial. Okay, so we'll go to File, New. The size of my document, I like to use 1500 by 1500. It's a square size. So I click Create. And okay, first of all, once we create a new document on Photoshop, you first of all unlock this layer and click on it, and it unlocks. You click, just a click on it. If it's the old Photoshop you are using, probably double click on it to unlock, but for mine I just click on it and it unlocks. So I cancel this guy. So that being said, I import my image. So I click and drag onto my Canva. Then I want to scale this thing across my Canva. So I come to the edge and hold Alt. So the size could be proportional whilst in the center. Then I also bring this one down a little bit. Excuse me. Okay, I think I like this like this. So I commit my changes. Okay, that's nice. So next thing I'll do now, I have to remove this background. So I go to my magic wand tool. It's just a plain background. Just tolerance, it's fine at 2930. I click on every of these corners. Then also this tiny slot here, and also this tiny slot. Now. Okay, so that being selected, no. Okay, so I click on select and max so I can refine my selection. At this point, you hold shift, control, and I to invert the selection. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Let's just put on overlay. Okay, so I could just adjust the sliders. You know, many a times I use this setting, so whenever I come back to them, they're just saved waiting for me. So I could pick this guy and paint over here. So I remove those white stains around there. Okay, also around here. Don't mind my rough work. Currently, this is not for a client. It's just for tutorial purpose. Okay. Okay, I think this is good to. So I hit on OK since I'm satisfied with this. I invert this guy, then click on layer max. Now that guy is gone. And there's something I like to do again. I just rasterize this layer, then I click on this guy to apply my layer max. I don't think I'll be changing that anytime soon. So let me just readjust this guy a little bit. Okay, better. So it's taking up every part of my window. See, the background is out. So right now I want to change this image to a black and white. So I'll quickly go to image, adjustment, then desaturate. It's already in grayscale. But some other people could also go like this: adjustment layer, hue and saturation, then clip this guy and pull this slider to the extreme left. It's all fine, it's all cool. But trust me, for the sake of this tutorial, I'll not be using this method. So But one thing I'll do for sure is I will duplicate this layer. That's what I always advise. To duplicate, you hold Control and you press J. Then you duplicate the layer. In case for any reason you still need it in color later in while you are working. So that's the reason why I'm doing this. Then I could now go to image adjustment and desaturate. So it's in grayscale. So there's another thing I like to do when I'm handling a masculine image, a man. I like to make his masculinity, if there's any word like that, to pop so much. So I tend to increase those textures on his body. Not unlike women, when you handle their pictures, you tend to smoothen, brush, stuff like that. But for men, I tend to increase their sweat pores, their wrinkles, their the pimples on their face, whatever. So that's what I would do right now. So to do that, I first of all turn this guy to a smart object. So whatever thing I do, I could always edit it in case I want to. So by doing that, I go to filter, I go to camera raw filter. So in camera raw filter, that's where I'll pop whatever thing I want to pop in this man's image. Okay, the camera raw filter is open now. So I go to basic adjustment. I increase the contrast just a little. Also pop the highlight a little. Okay, reduce the blacks. All right, and reduce the shadows. So I go down to texture. I increase this guy way like that, and also clarity of this guy like this. Then I scroll way down to detail. Then I sharpen the image. Okay, so this is the guy I love so much. Okay, now you see those sweat pores on his skin. It's really showing. I love that. I love seeing that in a man's image. When I edit a man's image for designs like this, I see his beard is looking more sharp than ordinary. I could still pop this guy up a little. Okay, so let me. I'm satisfied with that. So I hit OK. Okay, so if we could zoom in, now this is the before, this is the after. Okay, now at this point in time, I want to do the dual tone lighting effect. And if I could quickly explain the dual tone lighting effect as a layman or to a layman, I'll say to make this effect possible, you have to first of all turn your image to a grayscale, what you already did. And after turning your image to a grayscale, you create a gradient layer, a gradient layer adjustment, or a gradient adjustment layer. Then afterward, you change the blend mode of the gradient adjustment layer on your grayscaled image. Then adjust the slider of the opacity and the fill till you get what you want. So that's what we'll do very quickly. But in this case, our dual tone light effects we range from purple to red. So from purple here to red here. So journey from purple to red. So let's go choose basic. Just choose this guy because we'll definitely change him. Then we hit on the first anchor. By the way, I already have my tones written down, my hex values written down, so I could be faster, not trying to slide to pick the right color. So this is the purple we'll be using for the first slider. The second slider will be using a red. Then this is the hex code DB212A. Okay, then I click OK. Then we say we are joining from purple left to red right. So I hit OK on this guy. Then this is the place where we can make that possible. So I'll just change this to 0. So it's moving now from purple to red, and I hit OK. But before I do that, I also want to spread out the colors at the center. So I'll just increase this scale. This scale spreads out the color at the center here, and I hit on OK. Now that is that. So on this blend mode, I change this guy to overlay and also reduce the opacity some more, and also reduce the fill. Okay, no, don't be scared, it will look nice, trust me. Okay, after doing this, I also like to pop some of these colors so much, like all the dark places where the beard is. By the way, if you see a man without a beard, please hug that man, he really needs it. So I like this bit I'm seeing here, it's very nice. So I'll use the levels adjustment layer to pop some of these colors out. Yes, yes. Don't be scared, don't be scared. Okay, I like that. Let me see. Okay, keep that guy there before and after. So I'm just popping out those colors. Then another thing I'll do to still bring out some richness in this man's image is to hit on the brightness and contrast. So I'll just increase this brightness some more. Okay, and also pop these contracts also, um, before and after. So the brightness just brighten up his face a little bit. Trust me, I'm not really needing his face so much. So much. What I'm actually doing right now is to give this image some depth and some kind of dope effect, because this is a party flyer and it should not just look like it's just ordinary or it's just photography edit we are doing. Just exaggerating some of the effects. If you are editing somebody's photography, you should not edit somebody's photography like this, unless you lose your job and you lose your gig for the rest of your life. So I'm only exaggerating the effects just to give me that that depth. Yes, that's what I'm going for right now. So that being said and that being done, we also want to have a purple and red background to this man. So we'll just duplicate this layer, the gradient fill layer. Then we pull the layer underneath the man, the gradient part of the man. Okay. Then we also change the layer to normal. Alright, that is fine. Okay, but um there's something else I also want to do. Just this red, yeah, I just want to make the red kind of a dark red. There's a kind of cool effect it gives, and it calms down the overall image. Okay, I think I like that. And let me just pull the purple down a little bit. Okay, that's fine. I really like how it's going now. I love this entire feel. Okay, so we are going to fill this background with an image right now. So I'll go grab the image. Okay, this guy here. Then drag and drop on my canvas. Okay, so I pull it down like this. Also increase the size some more. Okay, I love this. I commit my change and also change the blend mode, because I wouldn't want it to look like, see, if it's looking like it's not blending with the background and we're still having some dirt here. So I'll just change my blend mode to, let's see, multiply looking nice on it, and also reduce my opacity and my feel. Yes, I will. So I could just look nice. Why is he giving me what I want? Still look nice. Okay, I like this now. I like this. I really do. Yes, so we can go with this. And let me just pull it down a little bit. Okay, this is perfect, right? So what we'll be doing right now is to put the picture on the glasses. There's a picture that was on the glass, so we'll be putting a picture on the glass. So, even though it's a men's night out, there's still some side attractions. You get it. If you don't get it, forget about it. Okay, so I will be selecting the frames of the glasses, then I'll replace with an image there. I'll clip marks an image there. You see the image. I will not be the one to say what the image is. So to select the glasses, I'll use the elliptical marquee tool. So I click on displays and drag, so I could hold my space bar to position better. Okay, then select appropriately. Okay, then to select this other place, I'll make sure I have this add to selection checked, not here but add to selection. Then I come here and also do the same thing, hold my space bar just perfectly there. Good. Okay. Okay. Feather 1.2. So what I'll do now, I right click on this guy and say and click on layer via copy. So automatically it copies just the glasses for me. Okay. So I'll pull this guy to the top of my layers and introduce my image. So let me go get my image. My freaky. You are doing well. Okay, so I'll drag this crazy image to my design. Um, what do they call this? Is this crazy gene? I don't know. But this gene is more than crazy. And this man is not just focused. Why will he be staring at a crazy woman and a crazy gene? Wow. I think that's what's. Let me go back to the flyer before I lose my focus. Okay, so having my image here, it's above the glass layer, so I'll just power clip it to the glass by right clicking and click create clipping marks. Not power clip. Power clip is correct your term. Clipping marks. Clipping marks. Young man, clipping marks. Okay, yes. So I clip it to my image and I'll just resize it to get it working well. Oh, this is where this man is spending his money. Jeez. Okay, that is perfect. So I'll also duplicate this image by pressing Ctrl J, slide to the right hand side and still power clip. Okay. This is not good. How will you go to a men's night out and see what you're staying at? It's none of my business. Okay. So what I'll do to the lady right now, I'll just reduce her opacity. So oh, this guy is coming out so much. Okay, better now. Let me slide this one on top here. Then okay. No. Quick adjustment. Sorry. Okay. So I'll reduce the opacity and the opacity here. Okay. Okay. This 80. Okay, let me keep this guy 83. So this one is getting into this place, so I'll hit my layer mask button, pick a black brush, soft round black brush, and just paint over here. So you have removed it, as easy as that. So I like the way it sits now. The glass lens, the shape is showing over there, and it's just so perfect, very perfect. So right about now, what we'll be doing, we'll be typing the text in the design, the theme, men's night out, and every other text in it. So we'll start up with the theme text. First of all, I choose my text tool, then I come here and type men's with an apostrophe s. Okay, position this guy, and the font I'll be using is still fish, yes, regular. Woo. Okay. It's perfect. So let's see if we can position it to the center. So that's the man is selected, and I select the first layer, then I hit on this icon here, so it moves it to the center. Okay, that is nice. So already have an hex value for the color. We say A B E C E 3. Okay, that's a kind of light blue, very light, very light blue. Then also there's another thing I would like to do here. I like to add it an outer glue, so it just rings out in the background and looks sweet, looks fabulous. Okay, so I'll hit on FX and I go to outer glue. Okay, I select this guy here, hit on OK, and just adjust the sliders. I leave this guy on 60, 61, 63. I think this size is perfect for it. Okay, let's say 22. Okay, and I hit on OK. Perfect, perfect. So the other thing we are writing now is ninth out, ninth out, ninth out. Okay, position this guy down, and the font we're using is Nina CTT. Uh, the font has a feminine name, so I'll be calling her Ha. So let's adjust her and put her close to the man. Okay, let's take this man up a little bit. 1, 2, 3. No, okay. Then adjust this one. Okay, I think it's very perfect. So we'll be doing the same thing to the ninth out. The same outer glow effect we give to the men, we'll give the same outer glow effect to the ninth out. So how are we going to do this? We come to the men, we right click on it and say copy layer style, because that's the layer style. We apply the layer style to it. So copy layer style. Then we'll come to the layer of the ninth out and right click on it and say and click paste layer style. Automatically it gets the outer glow. Now we can continue. So having done this, every other text is around this flyer is also done the same way. The text over here, the text over here, the text over here, and the text over here. They all have outer glows, and 1, 2, 3 are written. The fonts used for them as Stillfish. Just the one at the bottom, the font is Montserrat Medium. So I'll quickly speed up the video and type a few of these things, and we continue. So at this point, there'll be an adjustment here. So that was why. So I double click on the outer glow. I just want to change the outer glow color to this red around here. Just pop it up a little. Okay, then copy and paste on Infinix Jingles. Okay, so I can continue. So it's just to create the footer and create a rectangle, drag it out, and opacity and fill. Okay, so let me adjust this ninth out, just take it up a little bit. Okay, and also take the men's up. Okay, that's perfect. Adjust a dummy text around the foot. And also increase this guy. Okay. We're almost done. And please make sure your layouting, these guys are together. It's not a coincidence. It's good. It's good when element on the page has a point where they rest with other elements. It's good. It's a good layouting technique. So at this point in time, the only thing remaining is just for us to put our texture file. So I'll go to my document and grab my texture file and drag to my Canva. Okay, so stretch these out by holding alternate. Click OK. That's looking really nice. Create a layer mask for this. I want to brush it out in some areas. Reduce my opacity to around 60 and my flow to around the same number. Then see if I brush it out. Remember, a soft round black brush, and just brush it out a little from some of, because if it's so much, it's kind of rough. What you just want to do, you just want to give that illusion. So it's looking so realistic and add some depth to it. Yes. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, with this we've come to the end of the tutorial. It's lengthy but worth it. Basic steps, simple techniques. Hopefully you learned a lot from it. Please subscribe, like, ring the bell icon close to the subscribe button so you can be